Zeldin Rust is in behind here. Zeldin Rust, where will he go? Will he look to square it? He beats his man into
Oh, yes!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Corners of Europe Challenge, and welcome back to Shakhtar, where in today's episode we are going to be playing in the Champions League final up against Arsenal. Where else but Wembley Stadium? We're having a bit of homecoming, as an English manager. We're going to be visiting Wembley. It's going to be an incredible occasion for me personally as well, going to Wembley. This recent Champions League final, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but between Dortmund and Madrid, it being in Wembley and all. I actually went to the kind of pre-match celebrations that they had going on, that London had put on the day before the final. I saw some really good things. The Regent Street, they were doing a whole parade down there where they had the trophy and they had the giant inflatable Champions League balls and the two shirts as well. And surely they'll be doing that again, and we will be there. Our orange and black shirts will be there for all to see on Regent Street. There was a Legends game with loads of Champions League legends like Cafu, Roberto Carlos, Kaká, and Dimitar Berbatov as well, obviously a Bulgarian legend as well. And that all those are happening for us. We are being celebrated because we have made the Champions League final. We're going to Wembley, where legends have been made, English legends, and we could become. I mean, we would be beating an English team, but at the same time, what we've done with this Shakhtar team to get to this point, absolutely incredible. And it's a homecoming for me personally, and for any other English fans who will be coming to watch this game today, who's going to watch this episode and see what happens here in this game. It's going to be an absolutely amazing day. Whatever the result, we should be really, really proud of how we've got here, how we've played, the teams who we've beat: Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and now we just need to go on and try and complete the job. It's been a whole day since I played the last game. Obviously, we've completed our league season with 14 goals and 2 conceded. We obviously won the league for the 5th time in a row. 17 points clear, is that? Yeah, 17 points clear. But that's not the focus here. We're coming up against Arsenal, who have made a Champions League final before, obviously, but have never won it. They have won a Conference League. It says that they won. Yeah, they won the Conference League last year, was it? If we're going to take a look, yeah, they won it last year. Malaga won it this year. That's crazy. And Southampton as well won it 3 years ago, as you can see there. But they have won 2 Europa Leagues since the last time they were in this final of the Champions League back in 2006 it was, against Barcelona, where they came runners-up, as we can see here. Very, very lucky for them, and we would like their streak of losing to go on, hopefully. Where was it down here? It was 2006, Barcelona, Arsenal in the Stade de France, where Thierry Henry was playing, and couldn't come up with the win. We are going to Wembley today. What an occasion it's going to be, and yeah, we're going to go into that shortly. Obviously, we have to do a tactical analysis of the team we're playing. If we take a look at their league phase first of all, and how they've done in the league phase, they actually finished in 22nd, so they didn't even have the best league phase. They got 3 wins against Wolfsburg, Copenhagen, and Man United, 2 draws against Roma, Fenerbahce, and then they lost to Valencia, Atletico Madrid, and PSG. They won their knockout round against, who was it? It was against Porto, with a 6-2 win there. Round of 16, they played against PSG, who they lost to in the league phase, but managed to get a win in the end. Quarter-final against AC Milan, a very, very dominant display. It feels like they've just been gaining momentum, going on and on and on, and then they got a 4-0 win at home. I know it says away here, but at home they got a 4-0 win to come away with a result and get through to this final that they find themselves in. It was, I mean, I remember seeing it. We said it in the episode yesterday. They were 3-1 down, and in the first half, they went 5-3 up. In terms of how they're doing in the league, is their league season finished? Yeah, it is. They finished 7th place. So I don't know what they've been very, very good, clearly. But they've had some rough patches. You could argue we've had some rough patches. If we take a look at our own campaign and how we've managed to get here, at the start of the year, I said if we made the Champions League final, I would be happy with that. And even if we don't get a result today, we said it'd be 6 years it would take to win. Now it has been 6 years. And if we don't win, then if we were to win it next year, for example, that's only 1 year delay in the process. It took us 4 years with delay, 10 years in total to win the Conference League with Tromsø. And what a campaign we've had here to get here. So impressive the way we played in some of these games. We had 0 draws. Obviously, we had to get through a playoff, which we did here, 11-4. I don't know if a team's ever had to get through a playoff and then got to the final, but if not, we are the first. A 3-1 win at the Johan Cruyff Arena. That was in the last year where we played there, but this year they came to us. We beat them there. We lost to RB Leipzig, but then we got a win against Real Sociedad. Anderlecht, Chelsea, we absolutely hammered them. Barcelona, we lost in the league phase. We lost to Vitoria in the last minute as well. And then we lost to we beat Monaco, but that didn't mean much. So we had to play a knockout, a playoff round against Besiktas, as you can see here, got a 5-2 win. And then Man City, this is where it started to get interesting. Man City 4-2 win. We got absolutely hammered them. Barcelona, we beat them as well. Incredible performance at the Camp Nou, and then the same result we repeated at the Santiago Bernabeu to come away with the results. And now we find ourselves in this Champions League final at Wembley, and what an occasion it is going to be. Now, in terms of how the team, our opposition, are going to be setting up today, it will be, if we're going to take a look at the scouting report, the scouting has only been, I don't know how many games it's been done over, so it says that they win their first contacts at set pieces at the near post. Now, we should realistically be winning that. I've done the set pieces. I didn't know I had control over the set pieces, but I do. I've controlled it so that we go and close down that ball at the edge of the area. I've put 2 players there because they can win that first header, but if it goes to the edge of the area from winning that header and no one gets there, then it will just be pointless. One of their top players, Razak Abi, as you can see here, very, very good player. He's got 7 goals in the Champions League, but Shevchenko has got himself 11. And should Abi, I don't know how many goals he would need to win the Golden Boot here, unless so their player here, as you can see, who's got 8 goals. Actually, it's not even Abi. Unless if he gets a hat trick, then that he would take the Golden Boot. Or else it would be Shevchenko's, but that's not the focus here. It is to win the trophy, and then it's just on about form. Is there any more strength? There's a lot of strengths here. It's just saying about the wing backs. Bondarenko, as you can see here, Ukrainian fullback. I wanted to sign him when he was released by Real Madrid, but it was too late. He already had the transfer arranged. In terms of other qualities, bad at tackling, not very good at handling, and not the strongest. So they're clearly not a very physical team. They've got a little bit more experience in terms of age, but we've got the height and the strength over them a little bit more. So that could definitely be something we go and exploit here in this game. In terms of how they've performed in the recent games, as we can see here, there's not loads about them. It says they've not converted many of the touches in the area into goals, and then same again here. Basically, they do have good touches to shots, but they're giving it away a lot. So a lot of their shots are coming from outside the area by the looks of it. There's not loads of information. I think we just have to ease into the game. We can see here it's a tiki-taka style. Their manager is, who is it? It is Matthias Almeida, who was the AK Athens manager, went to Besiktas, Al Hilal, Sevilla, and now with Arsenal. Not a manager I'm too familiar with really, but I guess he's there. It's a 4-3-3 they're playing with. They've got Kobe Mainu in the halfback role, which is interesting, kind of having him as a centre back. I think the big threat will come in the attack. They're a very attacking team, and then they've also got the Abbey up front, who's playing really, really well. But I think it's these 2 wingers. Obviously, this player's got 8 goals for them, and the wing backs are very, very capable players. So they will sit now. It'll be like a 3 and then a 2 in midfield. midfield, 4 along the attack, and then a 1 up top. So a 3-2-5 attacking build up. It's quite a familiar. It's a familiar thing that we get in this day and age, a way of building up, and with their tiki-taka style, I think that's what they're trying to do. Just passing it around. They've got some good passes. Clearly, they sacrifice a lot of strength and just things like that for their passing and possession. I think I've got a plan for this game. We have to go and see. This is going to be an amazing game. The extended highlights are going to be on. That was a very in-depth tactical analysis, but we've had to do it for both of these games that we've had. Both the ties previous and the Man City game as well. But last two games were an absolute tactical battle. This one is going to be as well. We are going to Wembley to play against Arsenal. It's the Champions League final. So your team for the Champions League final at Wembley. Everyone is in the squad apart from Rysakov, who will have to be in the stands today. He unfortunately misses out with a bit of an injury. It's a shame, he's had a very injury hit season, but he's obviously in this squad, who will pick up at least a runners-up medal today. The team starts with Enrique in goal, a backline of Cambindo, Lozano, Souza and Cortazar, Ochoa and Lind in the middle, Monzon and Jean on the wings, and Shevchenko and Zaldenrust up top. So here we are, we have made it to Wembley. What an occasion. I can't wait. It's going to be, it's just written in the stars. Whatever happens, the fact that I said in the league phase that we are, this finals at Wembley. I said one time before, I think it might have been the Conference League, that it was at the Signal Iduna Park. I really wanted to go there, but it's just that little bit more poetic that we're playing in this final. For me personally, maybe not for the team here, but we're playing at Wembley against an English team. Obviously, we might have to beat an English team, but I'm not bothered about that really. At the end of the day, we want to win this trophy. Now let me just go and adjust everything here. The Champions League final score, we want that there. We're going to go with extended highlights today, and that is how we're going to go here in this game. Now, in terms of how we start this game and set up, it's obviously it's going to be a much closer game because we have 90 minutes. Obviously 120 minutes if we need it, but it's 90 minutes if we don't have a second leg, whatever happens. And the second leg has come up for us. It's been big for us in the last two games. I know we won the first game against Real Madrid, but in the Barcelona game we needed it, and then in the Real Madrid game also it was important. We got results in both of them, but we don't have that here. We're on neutral ground, but obviously it's a bit of an easier travel. It's literally just down the road from Arsenal in North London, and we've had to come all the way from Donetsk in Ukraine, representing all of Ukraine. But I guess that's the part of it, as Arsenal get an absolute screamer, and it's that player I told you, Razak Abi, who gets the opening goal here for Arsenal 5 minutes in from a corner. Let's have a look at what's going on here. I mean, I'll explain a bit more about how we set up. So the ball, is it a bit? We've got to look here really. Jean gets this, he doesn't even get it clear really, and Shevchenko has not picked up his man on the edge. I think we've done all right in terms of how we've set up, but Shevchenko really has to do a little bit better there to try and win that ball back. We can't underestimate this Arsenal team. They might not be massive reputation wise, but at the same time they've had some big results, even in that Chelsea game, absolutely massive. So we have to brace for what will be a tough game. I've set up with the attacking formation from the off. If we need to change, that can change. We can bring on players, bring on Kuzminik, whoever we need in this game to find us a goal, whoever we need. But I think we just set up like that. I think I'm not sure about how it matches the Arsenal formation, but in terms of finding goals in the first half, getting those early goals, I know Arsenal have obviously got one, but when we're trying to find early goals, I think that tactic that's worked well for us this year, although in critical moments we've kind of changed a little bit, I think is the way to go for us. And early on, bit of a struggle here. Arsenal find themselves on the ball, bit of defending required from us. It's into the middle, the shot goes in, and Enrique luckily manages to tip that over. Obviously we're starting a bit more balanced as well. That was so we could get a bit of a feel of the game, but obviously Arsenal have started the much better of the two sides, so we need to really improve and try and find that goal that we need in this game to tie it up at least before half time, and then going into the second half make those changes that we need necessary. We've got the ball, which is good. We're just not creating the chances as of yet, and we really need to grow into this game to find those. It's a ball to this left side. Kobe Mainoo's in here, and it deflects off one of our players. I mean, we really need to progress this ball a little bit. With the possession that we have, it's rare that we've had this much possession, really. I think we sacrifice a lot of it for chance creation and attacking, so we need to go and use it a little bit more effectively. There's a header in behind here for Arsenal. It's squared in the middle to the edge of the area, beating the man. The shot goes in, and that is 2-0 here. And all of a sudden Arsenal is starting to gain a bit of a grasp here in this Champions League final. We've done it so many times, but can we do it once again and find it, dig in deep and come away with a result here in this game? We're going to have to find it from somewhere. There's going to be changes at half time. We've got no time to waste, as I say. We're starting to create a few chances though here. If we can get a goal before half time, that obviously put us in a much better position. It's a ball into the midfield here. Are we going to win it back? We're not able to. I think we might be getting overrun a little bit in the midfield. As you can see, there's just way too much space that we are affording this the opposition here in Arsenal. 30 minutes gone. Tackle needs to be made. It's into Monzon, who manages to get that. I mean, players haven't grown into it. Maybe the occasion has got to a few of these guys early on here in this game. As 30 minutes in, they've not really had a chance to gain a grasp of this game, so maybe there's a chance here for us. Courtazar is beating his man down this right side. He finds Zeldenrust over the top. Can he find Shevchenko? He does. He might have just gone early, but he has the shot. It does go in, and the flag is up on that far side. The decision now as to whether he is onside or not. I think he might have just gone a little bit early. This could be massive for us. It is going to be disallowed by the looks of it. 60 minutes left in this game, 30 minutes played. We've not done ourselves many favours by conceding those early goals, but we've got that fight in us. We have not, we've not come this far just to lose like this, and there's a chance here from a corner. We know exactly what we can do. Shevchenko near post. Courtazar is there, and he does score at the near post. 2-1 now. We've closed that gap to 1 goal, and you expected a goal to come from that corner. It's Courtazar who gets up at the near post, bullet header into that net, and that is 2-1 here now. Still on the back foot, but we are not going out without a fight here, and we'll try and bring it back ideally to 2-2 at half time, and Courtazar wins it back. Big game player, that's what Courtazar is. Crucial goals he scored for us, and he scored another crucial one. I had a feeling Courtazar would get a goal in this type of game, with those bullet headers. Jean finds himself on the ball, through, Zeldenrust is in, he's done it! 2-2 here, and that is the comeback we are talking about in the Champions League final. Zeldenrust has made himself a hero, coming back from that serious injury, and he has made himself an absolute hero. It's a lovely bit of play. It's just simple stuff. Shevchenko into Jean. Jean picks out a lovely ball in behind, and Zeldenrust is there. 2-2 now here in this game, and we have completed a very, very quick comeback. What a game this is for the neutral. There might even be time for another goal before half time. Mindo down this left side. He's advancing with the ball. He plays the ball in the middle. Zeldenrust is there. It falls to Jean on the edge of the area. Penalty! Is there a penalty? There isn't a penalty, no. I thought there might have been a chance for a handball there, but what a fight back this has been. I told you. What did I say 2 years ago against Porto? Do not count this Shakhtar team out. I think we can see what it is here. We need to exploit our attacking qualities. Zeldenrust is in behind here. Zeldenrust, where will he go? Will he look to square it? He beats his man into Jean. He scored, and we have completed the comeback. What a first half this has been. 45 minutes left, but we lead 3-2. Since we've gone attacking, since we've told these boys we need to go out and give a bit of fight, we're 2-0 down. We need to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. What have we done? Completed the comeback. 3-2 we lead here. What a game for the neutral. 3-2 we lead here in Wembley. From 2-0 down in 15 minutes, we have completed a comeback in the Champions League final. We did this against Barcelona. We did this against Real Madrid. Can we do it against Arsenal and hold out to win this Champions League final? We'll have to see. We're not the best defensively, but we score goals, and you know what goals do? Goals win games, and so far we're winning this game. But there's a chance here for Arsenal, and they've pulled it to 3-3, and it's the Ukrainian of all players, Bondarenko, who scores to make it 3-3 here. And you know what? I'm not too bothered by that because we've shown the quality that we can do here. Cortazar, Zeldenrust, Jean, all with goals here in this game. What a game it's been for the neutral, and now it's all going to happen in this second half. Whether or not we win the Champions League final will be determined here. We just have to see. We can dream about doing it, but our performance, is gonna come up if we want to win this Champions League, and that's only when we perform and come away with the result can we celebrate. But this is a massive second half if we want to get a result. There's a shot in here. Lozano gets that clear, tries to find Shevchenko. Nervy times. This is nervy times for all the hard work we've put in. It could come down to this, our first ever Champions League final and our first attempt to try and win it, and that is a loose ball out wide to the Arsenal player to absolutely nowhere, and that gives us a throw in. What a game for the neutral. As we've said, we've been forced quite deep even with this formation that we're playing. I think we are being overrun in the midfield, and we're having to compensate by going a little bit deeper. I mean, Zeldenrust has had a decent game. Whether or not we take him off, I think we have to consider. We do have to consider. I mean, do we add an extra presence into the midfield? I don't know. How is the energy levels looking? I think we give them another 15 minutes. We could find another goal from them because they haven't had a bad game at all. There's a free kick here in an interesting position. It's a ball in back post and the header goes over. That was really weird how we defended that. No idea why we had just one at the near post and then that free header left at the back post. There's 20 minutes left here in this Champions League final. I think we're on the back foot here a little bit. I think we need to go and make a few changes, and I know what we go and do here. I think we put Shevchenko out wide, we leave Zeldenrust up top for now. I think we go and add the extra player into the midfield there and put Lind as a bit of a halfback just to secure the defence. Central, the centre mid role that we've given to Kravchuk, I think we go and do here. Again, nervy times. This adrenaline is flowing, and as I'm sure it is for all these Shakhtar fans who've come and watched. So Zeldenrust, we'll leave him up top. Obviously, we've got the man, the myth, the legend Kuzmanik, who can come on if we need him to, and it just gives us that added bit of security into the midfield, and it can even allow us to go a little bit more attacking, with that three at the back. But Arsenal are all over us here in terms of momentum, possession, by the looks of it. But we have a chance here, but Lin loses out there, and he's in a bit of an advanced position. We need to restructure, win this ball back down this left side. It's Abbey who finds himself on the ball. Cortazar needs to do a bit of defending. It goes back here. No, it hasn't gone out. I thought it might have potentially gone out there. 15 minutes left in this Champions League final. We've gone a little bit, more balanced. Potentially the reason why we're conceding a lot of chances and momentum here, and there's a chance here for Arsenal down this left side into the late moments of this game. It's a square ball, the shot goes in, and that is a goal to make it 4-3 here in the Champions League final. And if there's a time where we need to show a bit of fight, a bit of courage, it's now or never. It is quite literally now or never. Surely it's not over. Surely there's something still left in this script for us. We have to go and make a few changes here, because it is now or never if we get a result here in this game. Monzon has not really grown into it, whether we bring him off, I'm not too sure. I think we have to bring Kuzmanik on in the bid that we find a goal. There's a final few moments here in this game. There's a chance here for us. Are we going to find a late goal to send it to extra time and tie this game up at 4-4? Probably the highest scoring, I think it's the highest scoring Champions League final ever. What a game it has been. Camindo down this left side into Monzon. Monzon with the shot. He's put it wide. Monzon, no, his one chance of the game. and he's put it wide. Is there one final chance in this game for us, or is it not going to be our year? Arsenal find themselves on the ball. Ochoa wins that back, but he doesn't. The shot goes in. Enrique forces the save. Monzon has got to come off here in this game. I know what we do. We push Cambindo up, Antonio into that role there, and then just a more secure kind of fullback role that we have in there gives it a little bit more structure. Are we going to find a late goal here? 86 minutes. Surely there's still something left in this game for us. We went from 2-0 down to 3-2, and now it's 4-3. We get that clear to the edge of the area. Bit more defending required though. It's gone out there. The goalkeeper, Enrique, just get this ball up. Find a man at the top. Kuzminik at the top. Anyone at the top who wants it. There's a chance here from a corner. We need to win our headers at the near post. You can see how we've set up a lot of players at the edge of the area for Arsenal. Only 2 in the box for them. It's a ball into the near post. Lozano gets that clear, and it's to a player who's come back on the field from the injury, and the ball goes back in. Lynn gets that clear into Kuzminik, and Kuzminik doesn't win his header. Arsenal just retaining this possession here, going to try and kill the game off, waste a bit of time. There's 4 minutes of added time here. We can only give a final word of encouragement. Is there a final chance? There is going to be one final chance here. It's into the midfield. Are we going to win this ball back, or is it going to be heartbreak in the Champions League final? We need to close down this ball, go and win it back. It's to this right side. Arsenal progressing with this ball into any added time. This is the top of the added time, you know. It's now or never. Kuzminik into Lind into Kravchuk, where will he go? Back to Lozano, forward, send it forward. Lozano pick out a pass, and he's just lost it. He's lost it for us. It's into the midfield again. Down this right side once again. The final moment surely of this game. It's a ball in the middle. Enrique comes to claim it. Can we get one final long ball up, or is the referee going to blow his whistle? It does go up. Kuzminika's up there. He wins his header, and it's no one's there. It's just not going to be our day by the looks of it, unless there's one final chance, and it's not meant to be here in this Champions League final. We've come up short, and it's absolute heartbreak. We're not going to get our hands on that Champions League trophy. We have fallen short at the final stage. I can't believe it. I really cannot believe it. We've, from 2-0 down, we led 3-2, and then the game has just been turned around. We couldn't find a goal in the second half, and that's our season done. One more season here with Shakhtar, or a few more even, until we win it. We can be proud of our efforts, the games we had. It's a shame we couldn't complete the job though with those games that we had, but at the end of the day, we have to use this loss to fuel our hope, hopefully our future wins. It's not meant to be here at Wembley, but what an occasion, what a day, and we come up short in the Champions League final. So once again, thank you for watching. Unfortunately, we came up short, our first European final loss, but I guess it was going to happen at some point along this Corners of Europe journey. But when we eventually get our hands on that Champions League trophy, it'll feel all that much better. We've shown the type of team we can be. We've beaten Manchester City, Barcelona, Real Madrid. We've turned the page. We can finally beat these big teams. A little bit more effort, and we will get over the line eventually and win that Champions League final. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune, and I'll see you again tomorrow for some more action here in Shakhtar Donetsk. Thank you. Bye bye.